what I really like is there were these very fine carvings. They were huge, but they were also telling a story, a bit like a comic book. You could follow the stories through all the carvings, and I really liked that. And I thought, oh, it's really a skill I want to learn. And when I came back in EU, I learned that the city next to it was Dorian, and it was kind of the capital of wood carving. And when I speak about it, I got introduced to a master, and I got lucky because it was the woodcarver who did the sculpture in Lefanta. I really enjoyed the life in Beijing. So after I continued my travel in the Southeast through Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, and I came back to China. And since then, I've been living in China for 12 years. One day I was traveling in Hangzhou, around the West Lake. I visited the Lefanta Tower and I saw some amazing carvings there, the story of Bai Suzhen. So I studied contemporary art, but I never did some sculpture before doing wood carving. So I try to incorporate this kind of ideas in my wood carving, not keeping too traditional, but I also get inspired by the local culture, the myths, the mythology from a bit everywhere, also a lot of pop culture. And when I carve, I try to give myself a lot of freedom in my carving. And since wood carving is such a long process, even so I started with one idea, it will evolve and become something else, and I never really know what it will end up to be. So this sculpture, yeah, is inspired. It's inspired by some bride of Yunnan. You can see on their head they have a lot of decoration. It's full of details and colors. Well, I didn't paint this one, at least yet. But it's inspired by that, by this culture. But it's also mixed with some fantasy coming from pop culture, like Lord of the Rings or Star Wars. It's a bit of everything that I like. So now I'm starting to learn about the ceramic and the pottery. I will start to study in Wuyi. And so it's interesting for me because it's a faster process. You can carve it, you can give it shapes, and finish some piece in a faster time, so you can express yourself a bit differently. I can use my carving skills that I learned with wood carving, use it on the clay, which is kind of easier. And it sounds, I would love to learn many of the traditional Chinese skills. It's not limited to that. Maybe later I will learn some stone carving also and try to combine all of them together to create some interesting things.
一开始教他就是教那个基本功，但我不想把他教成一个东洋木雕的那个手工艺人，因为他是一个有自己有艺术思维的人。这个镂空雕对他的帮助是特别大的，因为他到外面其他地方跟一些国际上的一些艺术家一起交流雕刻，一起雕刻以后，他发现这一点就是其他的地方所没有的。所以东洋木雕的这种各种的雕刻技法的熟练运用，就会比其他的在创作上会带来更好的更丰富的作品。作为一个中国的女婿，我们中国这种文化，因为他从看到雷峰塔以后，那个白蛇传的雕刻，看到那些作品以后，他已经深深的被感染了。所以这就是他不断的在吸取我们中国的文化的东西，经过他自己的一种理解去创作出作品，但他也很希望就是用他的这种他自己的这种艺术的表现手法，去传播我们中国这个雕刻的文化。
One day, maybe if there is a chance, will be interesting to invite and let more foreigners to discover wood carving skills, all the different carvings, calligraphy, painting, all the different art that Chinese have, and that the world could learn from.